We're in the pits here at Hagerstown Speedway for the Eastern Swing of the World of Outlaws, talking to Jock Hodenschild. Jock, you've raced all over the country. Where is it about the toughest? Where would you say would be the toughest places to win a sprint car feature?
Well, you know, in Pennsylvania, everywhere you go, every racetrack, I mean, you got 5 or 6 cars, that really run tough, and it's always tough coming down here if you don't have the car dialed in real nice and have everything right. You're not going to run up front here because everybody down here goes good.
Now, you did race in Central Pennsylvania a year or so ago for Bob Weichert, and do you think that helped you or gave you maybe a slight advantage that you've been around some of these tracks before?
Well, yeah, I never raced down in Pennsylvania that much until I started running for Weichert, and I learned a lot by racing with him and running all the different racetracks, and it helped me out a whole lot. And now I swing down around here, and I know the tracks a little better, and I feel a lot better about it.
You're driving what they call the Nance House car. What kind of deal is this set up for? Just basically World of Outlaws, or can you run anytime even though the Outlaws aren't racing?
We can run anywhere we want. We're planning on running the whole Outlaw deal this year, and if the Outlaws are off, it don't matter. We'll race wherever we got to.
Well, good luck to you then, Jock. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We're standing inside Bobby Davis's trailer at Hagerstown Speedway, the World of Outlaw Eastern Tour. Bobby, 2 years ago, 3rd in the points. Last year, 2nd. This year, going all-out effort for number 1.
Yeah, we're trying to win them again. We've been so close, and we've been close this year too.
Burnt your hands a couple weeks ago. Has that been a problem right now, or are they healing up pretty good?
Well, I stayed off racing for 2 weeks, and that seemed to really cure them up good, and they're doing real good though.
You raced Central Pennsylvania a couple years ago for Bob Weichert, had pretty much success. Do you think that helps you now when you come back with the Outlaws racing?
Oh yeah, anytime you run a bunch of laps at any racetrack, it helps you, and you kind of know it, and the tracks have already changed so much. So we basically got an idea. We're not going too good right now, but maybe we'll get going for the future.
Do you think that deal with Weichert helped you maybe get you somewhere in the Outlaws with sponsorship and stuff? The success you had, and then people knowing that you wanted to go and expand that?
Well, I'm sure it had a lot to do with it. Weichert, he's one of the best car owners there is, and we just worked so hard at it. We had a bunch of bad luck, and it just took a lot of hard work and dedication. Everybody stuck together, and yeah, I'm sure it helped me a little bit. I don't know.
Your owner, Paul Morgan, is out of Florida. Not a lot of races except for February in Florida. How'd this deal come about?
Well, what happened, Paul, he used to be Rick Ferkel's car owner, and he got out of racing for a couple of years, and he wanted to go outlaw racing, and we kind of split up with Gambler there, and we hooked up with Challenger. It's a new sprint car company, and Paul wanted to go first class, so here we are.
Okay, well, good luck to you tonight, and thanks a lot, Bobby.
Okay, thank you.
We're standing in the pits with Mark Kinzer, World of Outlaws Tour at Hagerstown Speedway. Mark, in 1984 was the Outlaw Rookie of the Year. 85, you picked up his first win, so you're in your 3rd year racing Outlaws. How do you like it?
Oh, I like it. I like to travel, run all different tracks. I feel like you learn more, and if you can run in the top 10 of these guys, you can just about go anywhere else and win.
Now, this is about your second year you've been here in the East. Does it seem like it might be tougher here than any place else?
Well, we've really had our hands full. We've had a lot of motor problems. We've been here 5 days. We've changed motors 4 times, and we just kind of been behind the 8 ball, and we're hoping to get up on top sometime.
So do you think someday you'll be racing outright for your father, or is this kind of like a team combination anyways?
Well, Dad don't work too much on my race car. He's got Steve there, the number 1 guy, so I respect that, and I don't expect no special attention. And as far as driving the 11 car, I don't really see it, not in the near future for sure, maybe a few years down the road.
What does the future hold for Mark Kinzer? Where would you like to be, let's say, a couple years from now? Would you like to advance to any other division, or just happy with the sprint cars, or where would you like to be in a couple years from now?
Well, I love the sprint cars. I've always loved the sprint cars. I like to be consistently in the top 5, if I could get there, you know, I don't care too much for the asphalt business and the way that they get the rides nowadays from the way I hear, and you know, you buy your ride, stuff like that. I just don't care too much for that.
Okay, well, that's it for Mark Kinzer. He likes the sprint cars. Staying in the pits at Hagerstown Speedway with Keith Kaufman. Keith used both Al Hamilton 77s in the time trials, and last night I understand Smokey Snellbaker tried to help set up the one car. Which one did you choose to use for the heat race?
Well, we've been having a lot of motor troubles, and we wanted to run both cars and make some changes on the one motor, and so we got a hold of Smoke, see if he'd come to races and help us out a little bit. You know, that's kind of why he was there, run the car and see whether the motor did run any better. And so we brought both of them along tonight. We're still playing around, see if we can get them to run better.
Still working on them then, huh?
Well, yeah, we're not right, but I hope we're making a little bit of headway.
You look pretty good in that heat, but you're going to be starting back in the pack a little bit. Does that make a different strategy for your feature rather than starting up front?
Well, you know, the way the racetrack is, you got to start up front. It's going to be super hard to pass, and you know, we're going to start in the back, and we'll do what we can, you know.
Okay, well, good luck to you, Keith. Thanks a lot. Okay, you've heard the word from the drivers, what they think of this Eastern Swing and what their attitude is and how they get pumped up for this race. And now we're going to soon find out what the winner will be of tonight's feature event. We've had Steve Kinzer win for the Outlaws. We've had Bobby Allen win for a local outlaw. And back in the first race in 1979, we had Smokey Snellbaker winning. So tonight should settle the score, and we'll know who leads the outlaw racing here at Hagerstown. Back to you, Ken and John.